Hello, everyone. Today we're going to go over how to fill in the proof of project milestone, which is the third step in our application process. As always, to get started, we can go to calsoma.org and just click the upper right-hand corner where it says apply/login. It'll prompt you to log into PowerClick. We'll just click returning users, and I will be working in the SDG&E territory today. So I'll just click login. It'll take me to this landing page where it'll ask for my login information. And once I log in, I should see this. This is a screen where you can start a new project or work on your existing project. So I'll go on my existing project, click View Edit, and as you can see, I have just finished the energy efficiency compliance milestone, and I'm ready to move on to the proof of project milestone. To open the form, just scroll down and click under Available Forms, Proof of Project Milestone. You can click the Begin button. And it will take you to this page, which is the first page in the Proof of Project Milestone form. So under Host Customer and Project Site Information, it will pop up with the date and then the host customer fields, which should already be filled in. A lot of the information in this form will be pre-filled. And if you want to make edits to any of the fields, you are more than welcome to, or if you don't have access, you can let someone from the PA know and we can help you make those edits. So just scroll down, make sure everything looks accurate and is filled out. For example, this field, when is solar construction at the project site projected to begin, needs to be filled out. And then you can move on to the next section. For system owner information, you can just fill in whoever the system owner is and then move on. For solar contractor information, this will probably already be filled out. And if you want to include any information about whether you use the subcontractor company, please do so here. And then it'll prompt you with the subcontractor fields, but I will be choosing no. And then here is where we're going to fill out the bulk of the information for this form. So under system information and incentive calculation, you'll start with the system purchase type. As you can see, there are 5 options, and for more information on them, you can go to our website and go to Program Resources and Application Process and Documents. It will take you to this page that we've been on before, and you'll just scroll down to Proof of Project Milestone, click the little plus sign. It'll give you the flow chart about our process, the documents that you need to submit, how to complete this milestone, any resources for requesting updated incentive rates, hiring job trainees, determining your contracts, and the tenant education requirements. So for this first question, system purchase type, I'll be going to determine your contracts, and it will let you know that in this milestone, we will be reviewing the solar contract between the host customer and contractor, and there's 2 types of system ownership: host customer owned and third party owned. You can learn more about financing and ownership options in this link, costs, incentives, and financial basics, where it will show you this PDF that you can download, and it'll discuss a bunch of things that might help you fill this form out, including eligibility requirements, costs, incentive rates, tax credits, what kind of contract you would like to use, whether you want to purchase or lease the system, and a lot more that I think is really helpful. So you can download it here. If you would like more information, you can also go to Program Resources under Incentives and Finance, where it will show you down here the types of ownerships. So you can go with a host customer owned system, or you can go with a third party owned system. So for third party owned systems, there are a couple different options. So one of the options is a solar lease, where the property owner or host customer pays a fixed monthly cost to the system owner, a power purchase agreement, where the property owner or host customer pays per kilowatt hour of energy produced on a monthly basis to the system owner, or a prepaid solar PPA or lease. So under a prepaid solar PPA or lease, the host customer / property owner will pay 100% of the upfront cost with no monthly payments. And then, like I said previously, if you click this page, it will take you to the previous PDF that we're just in. Both are really helpful resources if you are not sure which route you want to go to yet. So back to the application, I will be choosing host customer owned system. Depending on which option you choose, it will prompt you with different fields to fill in. So for example, power purchase agreement will have you fill in contract term in months, power purchase agreement rate, escalator for the annual rate increase, prepayment amount, and any additional costs. If you go with the host customer owned system, it'll just prompt you to fill in the total purchase price. And if you go with a hybrid contract, which wasn't clearly listed on the last page, it's just a hybrid of any of these options. And then for the rest of the form, if you want to update any of your PV system, you are more than welcome to do so here. Same with the VNAM allocations. And if you do those things, you will have to recalculate your PV system specs and the incentive. I'm not making any changes, so I'll just move forward. And then on this page, it will show you whether or not you've completed your energy efficiency requirements. If you have, it'll just let you know that you can move forward. If not, it will give you the fields to fill that section in. For progress payment pathway, if you would like to opt into that option, which is where you can get a chunk of your incentive payment early as long as you finished your project and it's mechanically complete and verified by our inspectors. You are more than welcome to fill in some of the fields here, or if you're not ready to, you can wait until after proof of project milestone and you will get the chance to fill in those fields there too. I am not going to provide any data or documentation yet for progress payment, so I will click next. And then here for the last section, it will just ask you to acknowledge the tenant education requirements, which is basically just letting you know that the property owner will need to inform tenants about their participation in SOMAH and provide them with information about energy efficiency, time of use rates, bill, interpretation, solar training opportunities, and resources for additional support. If you would like more information on tenant education requirements, feel free to go back to this page, Program Resources, under Application Process and Documents. If you go to the Proof of Project Milestone and scroll down, it will have a little information section about the tenant education requirements, and it will also allow you to fill in the tenant services intake form where you can request any assistance with tenant education if you would like. So I will check this box to acknowledge that I know about this. And then for required documentation, it will have you uploading different attachments depending on which system purchase type you chose. So if I chose the host customer owned system, which I did, it will prompt you to upload a copy of the contract for system purchase and installation. If you chose any of the other options, it will pop up with an attachment slot for the contract, and it will also pop up with an attachment slot for the certification of compliance with SOMAH performance requirements. So this is for third-party owned systems only. If you do use a third-party owned purchase type, it will have a document generation button in PowerClerk where it will pre-fill all this information for you, and the only thing you'll have to fill out should be the first year annual production, since that is coming directly from your contract. So most of this should be filled out if you generate the document in PowerClerk, and then all you have to do is fill in this section and then have the host customer and system owner sign. And then you can just upload that document into the corresponding attachment slot and then submit your proof of project milestone form. To confirm submission, you can just double check under your view edit view, and under current status, it should say proof of project milestone submitted. It'll give you the time and date stamp, and it will let you know that the applicant has entered the required information and uploaded the proof of project milestone documentation for review. So if you're good to go and the SOMAH PA approves it, you can move on to either the progress payment pathway if you're opting into that option, or the incentive claim package. If the SOMAH PA reviews the application and it needs edits, they will let you know what edits need to be made.